Hey everyone, happy Thursday. I think I'm going to be getting this one out. As you can tell, I'm still in my shirt I was wearing on Tuesday. I'm pre-recording a couple videos for the future style. I'm actually got them on call for. I'm like, okay, I'm not missing it. I'm not missing it. I'm not missing it. Anyway, and this one is Sharktapus, the octopus shark hybrid from the named movie, versus Monster Shark from the 1984 movie Monster Shark, or Devilfish, depending on which version you're going with. Now, at first I'm like, because I thought there was another movie called Monster Shark, and there might be. And I'm thinking, is it just a big shark? I'm like, in that case, Sharktopus is going to win 100%, is going to lose 100% because it's just a giant shark versus not Sharktopus. Sharktopus is big, but if you're talking about a monster shark, whatever. As it turns out, that's not really the case. What it is more Sharktopus versus Monster. Monster Shark is actually a similar creature. Now let's go with Sharktopus first. Now, in terms of size, I'm certain there's a wiki for this, but I didn't bother because I'm like, Sharktopus. No offense. It's Corey Jackson, by the way, gives it. No offense, Corey. Love your suggestions. Thanks for the suggestion. It's a monster on Monster Fight, so it's Halloween related. Did you really think I was going to put the 100% my all? It's monster. It's Sharktopus versus Monster Shark. I'm still taking it seriously enough to do it, obviously. I'm not going to joke around too much, but still, I can extrapolate enough information just from what I know about him. So Sharktopus is a mutant of some kind. I can't remember if he was created or naturally or, unnaturally, but he's a mutant. To be precise, he's a shark-octopus hybrid. Now, he's roughly speaking in the realm of 20 to 30 feet long, longer when you include his tentacles, but whatever. He's got the massive bite force of a giant great white with the tentacles of an octopus that help draw him in the mouth. They're capable of decapitating individuals too, and just like plunging, skewering people with those tentacles. So those tentacles are pretty powerful. It also allows Sharktopus. I'm gonna guess this probably has to do with the octopus physiology in Sharktopus. Allows our Sharktopus to actually go on land, to travel on land for extended periods of time. Octopuses can do that for a short period of time. They store water and oxygenated, oxidized, basically water with oxygen in their gills, and they have a compartment where they keep that so they can breathe. So they are capable of surviving out of water for not a super long time. I think like an hour or two. I think most octopuses can handle. Sharktopus probably functions on the same way, but given the fact that he's a mutant, bigger, and all that, he can probably survive longer out of the water than, say, an abnormal octopus could. So this gives him a bit of an advantage over, like, an opponent that cannot leave the water, like Monster Shark. Now, Monster Shark is also technically a shark-octopus hybrid created in a lab. It doesn't look to be quite as, and there's very few. You'll be lucky if you can find any actual images of the thing because it barely shows up in the actual movie to begin with. That's why I'm using the poster for the thumbnail. But it's not actually a shark octopus hybrid. It's an octopus. 1 second, right now. I want to get the name of this creature right. It's a prehistoric creature. Monster Shark, 1984. Here we go. Alrighty then. It is a hybrid mutated from a common octopus in the prehistoric Dunkleosteus. I'm probably butchering that. Essentially, with that fish, you want to talk about something that is like a nightmare incarnate for any swimmer in the water. This creature is, and you can find, it's not hard to find. They've got fossilized remains of the head because the head and jaws are nothing more than bone. This thing was roughly up to 20 feet long, which pretty much puts it, when you talk about the hybrid factor, in the same league size-wise as Sharktopus. But its entire dome, head, and jaws were nothing but its teeth. The teeth you see on the creature are not teeth. They are just sharpened, modified. But this thing was literally probably had a bite force somewhere in the neighborhood of. Do they actually have an estimate on this? If they had a possible bite force? Oh yes, an estimated bite force of around 6,000 newtons or 1,350 pounds at the tip. And they were talking about a razor. This thing could slice through a car with no effort whatsoever. Obviously speculative, but the point is, this thing is a beast. This thing is a nightmare. And this is what this thing is a hybrid of. So this is not quite monster shark so much as this is a octopus prehistoric monster hybrid of science gone awry. This is a horrifying thing. But as far as I know, this thing runs into the weakness that Sharktapus doesn't have, and that, as far as I can tell, it can't go on land. It's not capable of traveling on land. So it has that negative, has that downside to it. Also, it's like, I think they said like 8 months old, so it was still a baby. It still was juvenile in the movie. At that size, that means it would have more than likely been bigger than Monster Shark and could probably have much easier taken on Monster Shark. But the question now becomes, who wins this fight? Well, let's just assume it's like a sci-fi versus scenario. They're running amok, doing their own thing, and then they suddenly run into each other. Well, who wins in the fight when they both run into each other? I'll tell you right now. They're both going to have to run into each other in the water. That's a given, because that's just where they both will generally be. Fight goes down, and I'm going to tell you right now, if Monster Shark gets any sort of bite in on any of the main body of Sharktapus, Sharktapus is done. Because you can compare the bite force of a shark to the bite force of this. Even if the Dunkosaurus, I'm going to call it Dunkosaurus, whatever. Fucking bonehead fish of nightmare dreams. You can compare the bite force, even if they were similar. There's a difference between bite force with jaw and gum and teeth, and that bite force on pretty much just a giant razor blade of bone. That thing is, whereas you could see a chunk being taken out of it, maybe with the shark, probably near guaranteed, but you might just get like a bad bite. This thing bites down even half as hard. You're just going to be missing whatever part of you bit down on. So if the monster shark gets a bite, any quick bite in any bite on the main body of Sharktapus, Sharktapus is going to bleed out and die. However, Sharktapus also has tentacles that can get in the way. Now, they both have tentacles. There's probably going to be a big tentacle fight going on. It's going to make all the hentai guys go, oh my god! But, I'm joking, obviously. So, they're probably going to be biting each other's tentacles off a lot of the time. It's just going to be, and then, eventually it's going to be down to whether or not they can get the first bite in. But if Sharktapus is seeing it's on the losing side, it will retreat to the shore where Monster Shark can't follow, recoup briefly, maybe even, throw stuff at it. I don't think that would do much, but still. And then go back in and try to swim out again and bite it. And if it can get a bite in on Monster Shark, it might take Monster Shark down. But if I'm going to be honest, I'm giving this, honestly, to Monster Shark. And it's because of the creature it's actually spliced with. Because it's not a shark. And specifically because of the creature that it was spliced with, the Dunkosaurus, the bone blade fish of death, then it is far more likely to get a killing blow in than a Sharktapus is initially. So I'm going to give this a Monster Shark. Can Sharktapus win? Sure. In fact, if anything, maybe if it's smart enough, and it's got the intelligence of an octopus, I'm guessing, so it probably might be smart enough to figure out. Maybe you can drag the damn thing on land, and if Monster Shark can't survive on land, there you go. I'm going to give it mostly a 60-40, because they're very similar creatures, but it's that bladed bite that's going to do it. It's that bladed bite that's just going to slice, take a just chunk of flesh out and bleed to death. So I'm going to go, I got to go Monster Shark myself. But hey, if you think different, that's cool. Let me know. Put in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back. Let's see if this is Thursday. I don't know when I'll be back, honestly. That being said, this week will be Suburbicon, so stay tuned for that review. I'll hopefully have a what if later on this week. So, and then the week of who wins, obviously. So thanks for watching.